Hi, I'm Annika Johnsons from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go! Sometimes I'll come in here and it's only Kit and I usually, and then he'll say, "Did you steal my tape?" I can't lie, can I?
She does every time.
I could usually say, "No, it wasn't me," but if it's just the two of us, then it was me. We goof around like that sometimes.
Yeah, we have lots of banter because we're used to.
We're so used to each other.
And we're very sort of similar type of personalities too.
Yeah.
So.
We're kind of laid back, but we're always zipping and pipping. I have a feeling like once I think I've seen it all, then I see something else and then I'm shocked, which is hard because I feel like I've seen it all just throughout the years of working in the restaurant and doing things. But I have a way of just letting things go. You know, like, oh well, let's just let it go and get it done, you know. Sometimes you can't control stuff, right?
What's the worst part about answering the phone?
The worst part about answering the phone?
Yeah.
I think.
I'm going to be brutally honest.
Oh,
He's going, oh boy. Sometimes we make fun because, like, if we're super busy, I get it because my mom does this to me all the time. She just wants to talk. You know what I mean? She just wants to have a nice conversation about other things in Door County. When I'm calling her up to ask her how she's doing, does she need anything at the house, groceries. And sometimes people place an order here, and I love it. 9 times out of 10, I love talking to people because it's, wait, where are you from? Oh, I've been there, or, oh, where's that on the map? Because I'm kind of a map buff. And I have not heard of some of these towns. But sometimes when I'm super busy like today and I can't get off the phone, that becomes a problem too because you want to talk to the people and you want to figure out why did you come to Al Johnson's? How did you find the website? How did you find out about the lingonberries? Because we're a little small mom and pops, but you know, we do sell a lot of products, and the two things that I ship out the most in here are Al Johnson's Swedish lingonberries, which I love, and I put them on everything, like oatmeal, sharp cheeses on a cracker, if you bake brie and dump it on top. But the best thing that they're tasty on is our Swedish pancake mix. So these two are probably our top seller, right, Kit?
Yeah, that's why you can see the stack of them behind Annika.
Yeah, like sometimes I just sold 10 lingonberries to one person. You know, we haven't had lingonberries in a while because of COVID. And our lingonberries were actually shipped overseas from Sweden. And what we like about our lingonberries is there's not a lot of sugar in them and they're organic. So, well, we got them in and they were on a couple of semi, right?
They came off the boat and then at the dock and they were going on to a train, and then the Canadian train union went on strike. So then they were stuck for like a month. We were waiting for them to come in.
I mean, seriously, it was painful.
For us, that's like tough because it is like our number one item.
So explain to them how we wouldn't typically run out of them.
Well, usually we have pallets and pallets of them because not only do we sell them here, we sell them in like over 400 grocery stores in the Midwest. So people can usually find them, you know, in any store in Wisconsin for sure. You know, Minnesota, you can get them at Lunds and Byerly's and a lot of other ones too. I don't want to name people because then I'll forget somebody.
Mariano's, Festival Foods.
I mean, Iowa, some in Michigan, and then a lot of little smaller Scandinavian shops too. So it's hard when you run out of things, and we actually sell them a lot to other people locally, other businesses up here locally. So because we carry a lot of Door County products and they carry our products, so it's almost like you trade products back and forth, and it was hard to tell them, I'm sorry, we're out, especially in the middle of summer.
Yeah. Like I think our new product that I love that I can't get enough of right now, I just took some home the other night, is the Door County Creamery. Has a really delicious chèvre cheese.
Yeah.
And we put the lingonberries on top. Oh my God, it's fabulous. On like our Swedish crackers or a thin crisp, so it doesn't take away the flavor of the cheese and the lingonberries. It's so delicious.
So yeah, I mean, we've been working on doing something with them for a while, and this sort of just happened recently. Like Jesse just lives down the street from me, and he owns the creamery, and we were talking about how to do it and that kind of stuff, and they're at like a place now where they have like a lot of milk supply for their goat's milk, and I think before that was sort of tough that way. So hopefully maybe we'll even get it out in like a grocery store soon.
Yeah.
And we're working on that
It's so good. If anyone gets a chance, we only sell it right now in our cooler.
one. And you know the best way to eat it ever?
What?
You probably haven't done this. Is you take the peppercocker cookies. And
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That
I
is
haven't
like-
tried it yet, but
That is like the best. Like you could almost just make like a layer of peppercocker cookies, and then you sort of melt
make
in
a little
there. Oh my
sandwich.
gosh, it's so good. Like
And I love cookies. I love our peppercocker cookies, that's for sure. And that's one of the things we order. It's a little bit sad this year because couple things. Sometimes I'm not even here in the summertime. Kit sends me off on these adventures. I take the van. I go away for the weekend all winter long, and I go to grocery stores. And I set up a table, and I have a grill, and I make little tiny pancakes with lingonberries on top. Or we have strawberry jam or raspberry jam that we sell to the grocery stores. And they're like samples. So I'm not actually selling them. They sell our product, and we just are promoting them. So I get to meet a lot of really cool people that way. I have a good, like we let people know we're coming to Madison to Metcalf's, and then all my friends in Madison come and say hello and come visit me and have a couple of pancakes and then buy a couple jars of lingonberries and pancake mix. But again, due to COVID, we haven't been able to go to the grocery stores, and I love that job because in the winter I like to get away a little bit. And it's like a little mini getaway. You get a nice hotel room, and you can go, and your job is like, what is the hours? 10 to 3?
yeah, usually like middle of the day on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, so I have every evening off, so I can go to a museum, or I can go see a play, or I can go visit some friends in the area.
Or Kit gets sushi in Madison. 'Cause you can't get it up here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty fun. And the other thing that I'm going to miss this year is we always do the Christmas Mart at the Osthoff Resort in Elkhart Lake, and it's about 10 days, right?
Yeah.
And they have a big tent set up there. It's a German Christmas market, and we're there. And luckily, we're next to the glug booth because we get our little boot, a ceramic boot, and we can get it refilled all the time right next door for a discount. And anyhow, that is a huge market for us. In the winter, we try to find things we can do that it's very slow here in the winter in the restaurants. So this kind of brings a little bit extra income in when we need it, when we don't have it coming in. So we have another one we did in Oconomowoc, and it was another weekend. And we aren't going to be able to do that this year as well. They were both canceled. But the biggest seller ever at both of them are these
Got it.
two items. I'll tell you what they are. So every Swede knows that during the holidays, you have to have pepparkaka, which are Swedish ginger snaps. And we sell the Nyucker, and these are the holiday ginger cutouts, which for some weird reason, I know they're the same cookie, and these are heart-shaped. This comes in a nice tin, so you can use it for cookies at your house when you're done eating them all. And these just come out for the holidays. And there's a man, a lady, a Christmas tree, and a pig. And what's nice about these is that kids can decorate them if they want because they're already cut out. And I always like that idea.
You should show the heart ones with making a wish too, 'cause that's.
Oh yeah. So like if I have the heart cookies here, I'm going to open this one anyway here for you. So in Sweden they have a tradition as well, and I love this tradition because when you open up the cookies, they're all heart-shaped like this. And you're supposed to take a cookie, and you're supposed to put it in your hand like this, and you're supposed to push down on the center. If it breaks into 3 pieces, you get a wish. But if there's 4 pieces, dang, I have to do it again, which I'll eat them and eat them and eat them until I get my wish. And that's what's good about those pepperkaka. These are kind of new for us in the last 2 years, and it's also made by Nyåkers, which is a Swedish company. And these are skorpa, and I call them skorpa. And it's cardamom flavored, and they're like little biscuits. And they're just small little cookies, and they're, I can open one and show you what they look like. Bill's gonna end up taking all these home and eating them later. So when you open up the tub, it's delicious. They have these little cookies, and the perfect size to eat like 10, so you don't feel guilty, because they're little. You gotta dunk them in your coffee. And my brother used to tell me that when he was little, my mom used to tell him that when you dunk your cookies in a cup, and then all that stuff, or a donut, all that stuff that sits at the bottom of your cup, he told me it's called fim-fim. And I went to my mom to ask her, in Sweden, do they call that stuff at the bottom of your cup from your leftover cookies or danishes or donuts or bulla, fim-fim? And my mom goes, no, there's no such word in Sweden called fim-fim. But my brother Rolf made it up, and now we all call it fim-fim, because we're all dunkers. So this is a delicious cookie, and the skorpa that we used to have in the restaurant, we used to get from one of our bread vendors, I think. And we can't get them anymore. They were delicious too. They were cardamom, and they look like old coffee cake. And what they do is they put it in the oven, and they make it really crunchy like a cracker. So you can dunk them in your coffee, because everybody does fika. And fika is kind of like high tea in England, where in the afternoon it's before dinner, but it's after lunch. And you just want to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea with something sweet to go with it. So all Scandinavians fika. And I'm a big fika person. Kit's a big fika person. I'm sure Farkin likes to fika, even though he's Turkish. We're going to make him fika. And that's what we do in the afternoon. You just want to get a little sweet treat with your coffee. What's my favorite thing online right now? Okay, I'm a little bit strange, but I love, love, love these. Every time I sell one, I'm like, oh my God, I'm selling one of these. I love these. I'll grab this one. I'll grab a couple of them. I know that it seems weird, but when we got these in, I love to eat sandwiches, and I love to have cheese and crackers. And everybody who has those little cheese and cracker platters out now, these would be awesome. This is like a chicken with a wood spreader. Comes as a little kit. And I just love these. Like, you just put a little bit of cheese on there, put your little spreader on there. There's an Anchor one. There's a Viking ship, which is pretty cool. I like those. But every time I sell one of these, I get very excited that the person wanted one, because they are my ultimate favorite. I mean, who doesn't want to go home and grab some cheese and chop it up or something creamy and put it on a cracker, right?
Yeah, so, and the other really, really cool thing about this is that there's I think it's a small town in Latvia or Estonia that makes these. That's all they do is make these things. I mean, it's a tiny, tiny little village with like 2 or 3 houses and like a wood shop there, and this guy, gets it. These are actually juniper. The spreaders are made of juniper wood.
They're gorgeous.
And yeah, so like, it's sort of cool to think that you get like a tiny little product from somewhere way, way far away, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's still a really good deal.
Thanks, Estonia. And there's a lot of Swedes that are Estonian. I learned that when I was doing my Ancestry.com. And we even have a cherry one. There's like cherry. And what else? The other thing I like is these. And I know this sounds funny, but they're so I just love them. Somebody hand makes these.
Yeah,
and if you're going to get the sandwich board, you're going to need a little...
It's the same place.
Something to jab your meat
herring
with.
pick.
Sausage. But look at how beautiful the woodwork is on these. Like, somebody actually took time to put it together, where you see all the little circles and the wood grain, everything. And these are gorgeous. So these are my little favorite things right now, the little wooden things.
And Kit?
So my favorite thing right now, and I secretly almost want to get a cat just for this. It's the Swedish bird feeder. So it's got like this sucker, and you just stick it on your window, and it's one of those feeders where you can put it on any window, and but then they're right there, and you can see through it, and you can actually see like the birds really up close. So like coming into wintertime, it gets a little slow at my house, and you start getting a little stir crazy. But we have our bird feeders are always packed. And it has like, you can see they just sort of land there, and this is what you're basically looking at is the birds landing. You get to see them up close in your window. But I would love to have a cat, just like him watching the birds and like going crazy and stuff like that. But my kids are gonna love this.
And the cat sit and goes, oh my God, give me a
Getting excited, yeah. Yeah. But I thought this is really cool. It's like one of those. It's also really neat because I think Swedish design is always really, really cool, and like this is something that is just super simple, easy to use. Put it there, and then the other thing that annoys me, I don't mind the squirrels, but the squirrels are all over my feeders anyways. This one is probably pretty impossible for a squirrel to like jump onto your window and sort of get there. I bet you one can, but it'd be difficult.
Yeah, I don't think that they could.
Yeah.
It would be great for somebody too. I always say that sometimes, when you can't go to nursing homes and people have a window and they don't really have their own bird feeder, it's so nice to give it as a gift, and they can put a little bird seed in there, and then they have birds coming and going all day. My mom loves to watch the birds. Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.